welcome to the Department of Human Services. I'm Don Mattis, and I'm the Executive Director of the department. Really honored to be here and honored to start this incredible day of recognition and celebration. I want to start by saying that when the mayor honored me by appointing me to this position going on a year and a half, almost 2 years now, at that time we were talking about this impact team because of some tragedies that had happened, and we were talking about how to get on some of these issues. And I'm so pleased that here a year and a half later, in addition to those action items we took, that we're talking about prevention and wellness and child safety in a whole different way. We're talking about another very important tool in our toolbox, and that is this fair and this attitude about healthy families lead to safer kids. So I'm really pleased to be here, and really what is an inaugural event. We've never had this kind of fair in connection with our Child Abuse Prevention Month. And I'm really pleased that I have this incredible staff with me. So give it up for my incredible staff. Really, really pleased. None of this, from beginning to end and in the future, would have happened or will happen without the support of an incredible leader who really gets this stuff and who really embraces the work we do here at Human Services, really from stem to stern. So I am really honored to introduce the incredible mayor of the city and county of Denver, who again is our really tried and true partner in all this, Mayor Michael Hancock. Welcome.
Thanks, Don. And let me thank all of you for being here today. I am so grateful to Don and his leadership and the team here at Denver Human Services, whether they're in the Child Protection Division, in our Child Welfare Division, for the work that you do. I almost find it kind of, I have mixed emotions being here because it's unfortunate that we actually have to have a month designated to protect our most precious and vulnerable residents, right? But I got to tell you, I am honored to stand with the courageous heroines and heroes who fight every day, who move in, who lean in when they hear and learn of a child who may be in danger. And so I'm going to ask you, just make some noise for all of those who go into those moments to make a difference. And I know they'll be the first to tell you they can't do it by themselves. There are a lot of partners who are here and throughout the city who join them in their battle. Our department, our Denver Human Services Child Welfare Division, has an entire prevention team that works around the clock, geared toward helping parents establish healthy techniques of parenting. I think, by the way, I'm a father of 25, a 21, and 18-year-old, and I still need help with healthy techniques with my children. But raising children is not easy. We know that. And there are moments of challenge and frustration, but there are also moments of joy and exuberation. And we all have to make sure we contribute to the health and well-being of our loved ones. I want to thank the department as well for developing the Nurse Family Wellness Program as well, that has our nurses in partnership helping us to increase child safety in homes and the health and well-being of their families since 2006. And so we want to thank everyone who's involved with that program as well. Listen, I didn't want to speak very long because we have a very special proclamation that I want to deliver. But I want to say this very briefly. As we kick off Child Abuse Prevention Month here in Denver, I ask all of us to join in dedicating ourselves to a future where every child is safe and has the tools necessary to reach their full human potential. And I truly hope for that day and believing that we are making important steps here in Denver in that direction. As Don alluded to, I'll never forget the moment I walked into the room with child welfare staff members here, and they were horrified and pained by what had occurred in our city. And together, we all walked out of that room resolved that we'll do everything we can to prevent that type of action and that type of abuse resulting in the death of a child, or quite frankly, the terror of a child in our city. And today I am proud that we have trained every city employee who has any contact with a child in this city on how to recognize neglect and abuse on our children in this city as a result of those employees coming together. And what we recognize is every one of us has a role to play. That action, that declaration that we're going to protect every child, within 36 hours paid off, as Don and I both received a phone call from a neighbor of a family where they believed children were being abused, and we were able to move in and to rescue those children. So I thank all of you. We will not stop until we don't have these stories in our city ever again. And so, Don, I'm going to ask you to come forward. This is really weird presenting to a member of my cabinet a proclamation. But Don and his team's tireless work to protect all of our children, I think the proclamation says everything that needs to be said. Whereas all children have the right to a safe and healthy childhood, to live in a loving and nurturing environment, and to be secure and well cared for in their homes, schools, and communities. Whereas child abuse and neglect can be prevented by supporting and strengthening families, as well as encouraging families to surround themselves with a strong support system and lean on when times get tough. And whereas we remind the residents of our world-class city that we all play a role in preventing child abuse and neglect and keeping families healthy, and we urge everyone to report suspected child abuse and neglect to our statewide hotline, 1-844-CO-KIDS. And whereas the City and County of Denver would like to thank the many individuals and organizations dedicated to caring for and protecting children year-round, as well as join with businesses, government agencies, nonprofits, and other organizations across the country in observing April as Child Abuse Prevention Month. Now, therefore, I, Michael B. Hancock, Mayor of the City and County of Denver, by virtue of authority vested in me, do hereby officially proclaim April 2017 to be known as Child Abuse Prevention Month. I present this to you, Don. And now I would like to ask two incredible individuals to join me at the podium. James and Diane Smith are members of the Denver Human Services Denver Parent Advocates Leaning Support Program. We got to come up with a different name. Better known as DPALS. Both James and Diane are currently participating in the nationally recognized Family Leadership Training Institute, and Diane serves on the commission of the Office of Respondents' Parents Council, an agency dedicated to protecting the fundamental rights to a parent by providing the effective legal advocacy for parents in child welfare proceedings. As parents themselves who experience the child welfare system, James and Diane understand what other parents are going through and provide one-on-one peer mentoring. And for that dedication, I have the honor of officially pinning James and Diane with the Denver Human Services Child Safety Pin, so they are aware of how grateful we are for their important work. We want to thank you again for being here today and for showing your support and for all the work that you do. And so why don't you guys come up here and let's pin you for the tremendous work. You already have a pin, man.
From last year.
It's here from last year.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, maybe turn the magnet around. There we go. There you go. Thank you very much, sir.
Yay.
All right. You all give it up for Diane. She's going to say a few words.
Good morning. I'd like to thank everybody for this opportunity today to speak to you about my story and share it with you today. We stand before you today to share that there is hope for those of you who, like us, and have faced hardships and obstacles as parents, or facing them right now. It is important to understand that DHS is here to provide the necessary tools and support to your family. Not long ago, we were an open child welfare case 7 years ago. We were both involved with the child welfare services, and today, because of that, DHS stepped in and provided us the necessary tools to provide it for our family. We are better as a team together. We are better parents, and we are better together parenting. The challenge for us was How do we live another day without our children? Not how did it happen or why. Those answers were easy. Because those questions were easy to answer, today we are better together because we wanted to change. Change for ourselves and change for our family. We are both active with helping families like ourselves, just like we were 7 years ago. It has become our passion and our strive still today. We are honored to have the opportunity today to share with all of you how important it is to convey the message of stand up and speak out. Stand up for the innocent and speak out against child abuse in our city, our state, and around the world. It has been our honor to be able to work with DHS and DPALS, Denver Parent Advocates, lending support to other parents that are enduring their child welfare case. It has been a bigger honor to be the biggest voice in the room for other parents just like ourselves. Thank you.
She alleges that she was nervous, but I didn't. That was incredible. Thank you so much. And let me also recognize how lucky we are to have a wonderful partner of ours, because this work can't be done in a vacuum. But we're lucky to have the Mexican Consul of Legal Affairs from the Mexican Consulate's office, Sylvia Munoz Martinez. So I want to just ask her to come up. Thank you for joining us at this thing. We are, and we work with the Mexican Consulate on all kinds of issues. And these days, with some of the challenges in the federal government, you all have been incredible partners. So thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much. Thank you. Now let me, to close down our program, I want to, I'm really, really honored to introduce our new head of child welfare. So we've made some changes and had some promotions and movement, and we were fortunate that this incredible woman wanted to come and join us in this journey of ours. Mimi Sherman has come from the state where she was most recently in charge of training all kinds of folks around child welfare issues. So who better to bring in to help us than somebody who's involved in that? And maybe in some ways very, very important to us and to me is that she's a social worker as well. She's walked the talk. So I want to introduce our new Child Welfare Director, Mimi Sherman, to come and share some words. So Mimi, welcome. Congratulations.
Hello everyone, my name is Mimi Sherman, and as Don mentioned, I'm the new Division Director of Child Welfare. Thank you to James and Diane, where did you go? Oh hi guys, for sharing your story. We're so proud of all you've accomplished and the work you do for DPALS. As the Mayor mentioned earlier, DPALS is a program run by DHS that leverages the power of peer-to-peer mentoring as a way to further support parents and families who are currently involved in the child welfare system. The child welfare system can be complicated, and our DPALS have successfully navigated it and reunified with their children. They are able to help parents understand their role in the process, provide mentorship, encouragement, outreach, and connections to resources that help parents make the changes needed to meet their children's needs. As in the case of many DHS programs, the end goal of DPALS is reunification of families and or the development of appropriate alternate permanent homes for their children. We currently have 8 very active DPALS, including James and Diane, who are incredible examples of overcoming obstacles and leveraging the support system provided through the Denver Department of Human Services and our partner agencies to achieve family reunification and stability in their lives. As has been the theme of today's presentation, our end goal with each of our programs is to keep children safe and prevent child abuse and neglect before it happens. Our mayor said it best with, "It takes a whole city to protect children." We hope you all will take a step back today and recognize the importance of this fact and the role you all play. While April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, children and families need support all throughout the year. And we hope you will take some time today to visit with our partner agencies and learn about the resources available to every parent, every child, and every family in our great city and how you all can be involved. Thank you for coming to our first ever Family Wellness Fair, and here's to 2017 Child Abuse Prevention Month. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much for coming. Now go out and check out these tables. And thank you very much.